Okay. Yeah, I am. I'm struggling. Okay. Your turn to page 12 and your voices are off. Kaden, what do we call the 7 in that fraction up there?
Numerator.
Cash, what do we call the 8?
The denominator.
Yeah. Okay, when I ask for a fraction in simplest form, that means that your numerator and denominator have no common factors. Okay? All of those fractions below are not in simplest form because they all have a common factor.
Whoa.
I need this spray. I need this spray. Okay. Anytime you give me a fraction for an answer, I need it to be in simplest form. So we're going to look here at number 1. We need to decide if our numerator and denominator share a number they can both be divided by. Okay. So, Sophia, in number 1, are 8 and 20 both divisible by a number? What number is that? Good. 8 and 20 are both divisible by 4. So let's divide both of them by 4. 8 divided by 4 gives us, and 20 divided by 4 gives us 5. So our simplest form fraction is 2/5. Now, number 2. Now, number 2 is a negative, and so we know our answer is going to be a negative. But what we need to decide is we need to decide, A, if it's in simplest form. If it's not, what number divides into both? So, Jacob, is 6/18 simple?
Hold on.
So, yes or no?
No.
They're divisible by 3? Okay. So what happens when we divide both of these by 3? We would get -2 over . Now, is 2/6 simple?
No.
No. Okay. So if you happen to not get the greatest common factor out, that's okay. You're just going to have to do this again. Okay. So 2 and 6 can both be divided by 2 so that our answer is -1/3. Now, if we would have divided 6 out right away, it would have taken us just one step, but it's okay. We might not see the greatest common factor right away. So if you divide out a common factor and it's still not simple, you just got to do it again, and that's fine. Number 3 is not in simplest form. There's a common factor. What is it? It is 3. We can take 21 and 27 and divide them both by 3. And we get,
7 and 8.
how about 7 and 9? All right. I turned the fan on. All right, so I want you by yourself to work on number 4 and number 5. Oh, does anybody have t-shirt money for me?
Oh no, my dad doesn't have any checks. My mom's at town, she's coming back.
Okay, 4 and 5.
But it's very simple. Just one.
4 and 5. What? Yeah, go.
It's not like you're bleeding.
All right, Austin, what's the greatest common factor of 24 and 40? Okay, if we divide 24 and 40 by 4, then we get negative 6 over 10.
Oh, wait, I'm.
Is that simple?
Didn't you tell 2?
It's not simple.
It is not simple. Okay, so Austin divided both of these by 4, but 6 over 10 is still not simple. So Austin, what can we do now? 6 and 10 are both divisible by?
2.
Okay, so if we divide by 2, now we have negative 3 over 5.
Yep.
Now, who did a different number besides 4? What number did you use? And then did you have to do 4 after that? Okay. Did anybody do 8? Okay, 8 is the greatest common factor. And if you divided 8 out right away, you would have just had one step to do it. Okay. But it's not a problem if it takes you a couple times. Okay. Aiden, what is a number that divides into both 12 and 42? Okay, so we know 2 is a number that divides into both. So if we divide by 2, we would get negative 6 over 21. Aiden, is that simple? Now 6 and 21 are both divisible by 3. So we get negative 2 over 7. Okay. Now, if you wanted the simplest answer right away, the greatest common factor was 6. So if you divide it out as 6 right away, we would have gotten here to negative 2 sevenths. Okay. But is it a problem to take 2 steps? No, it's not. Okay. All right. So now let's talk about improper and mixed numbers. An improper fraction is when our numerator is what compared to the denominator? Is greater than the denominator. We're gonna go ahead and just move on because I think that you guys have it under control.
I don't.
I need this back because you want to mess with it. Okay, now a mixed number. Oh, back up. Okay, so this these right here, 10 through 15, these are all improper fractions because all of these numerators are bigger than the denominators. Okay, who can describe to me what a mixed number is? Okay, a whole number and a fraction. A whole number with a fraction, and these 16 through 21, those are all mixed numbers. So what we're gonna do for the remainder of class is we're gonna work on going back and forth from improper fraction to mixed number and mixed number to improper fraction. We're gonna skip those for right now. Okay. All right. Help me out. Okay. I want to change 19 over 6 into a mixed number. What are we gonna have to do? Okay, good. So this is like division, right? So let's take 19 divided by 6 and see how many times 6 can go into 19. How many times, Lainey? 3. We know it goes in 3 times. What is 6 times 3?
18.
18. So we have a remainder of 1. Right? All right, well, let's talk about how we actually write this mixed number. Okay? How do we do it, Lainey? Good, I really like that. So we take the whole number. So 3 is our whole number. And then we take our remainder over our denominator. So we have 3 and 1/6. What is going on over here? What are you so interested in? What is that? Okay. Okay. So do you think maybe we could throw it away and focus on math? Thank you. Okay, voices off. Voices off, please. Okay, let's look at number 11. Now, number 11, for sure, our answer is going to be negative. Okay, we know that. It's a negative fraction. We're going to keep it negative. Well, now let's look at, okay, 26 over 3. How many times does 26, how many times does 3 go into 26? Okay, how many times? 8? Because 3 times 8 is 24. Which means, Austin, what's our remainder? What's our remainder? 26 and 24. Good. So our whole number is 8. And then we have the fraction 2 over 3. Remainder over denominator. So division is how many times does 3 multiply to get to 26? Well, we know 3 times 8 is 24. So that's why we put the 8 up there.
So 3 divided by 15.
15 divided by 3 is 5.
Five goes into three. I mean, 5 goes into 15.
So 15 divided by 5 equals 3. Yes. All right. All right, you do this one. You do number 12. You do number 12. 17 over 2.
Like you say that about everything.
Huh?
Oh, wait, I did number 10, right?
How do you know which one you put in?
I thought, ow.
So here's how we did it in number 11, Tony. You gotta write it down.
This was so high.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Kanaya, do you have an answer? What do you have? 8 1/2. Raise your hand if you agree with Kanaya, 8 1/2. Okay. Kanaya took 17 divided by 2. 2 goes into 17 8 times with a remainder of 1. All right, we're gonna skip 13, 14, 15, and we're gonna jump to number 16. We have a mixed number. Okay, Peyton, how do we do it? All right, so we times these two together, and then we add the numerator. And what's our denominator? Okay, our denominator is going to stay. So what is 3 times 5? Plus 1. So 16/5 is our improper fraction. So then we'd be going back to, okay. So right now we're going from mixed number to improper. So this is the answer that I want. Okay. So in number 17, Emma, what two numbers are we multiplying together? 7 and 3. So 7 times 3 is 21. Then Jacob, we're going to do what? Add 2.
I told y'all, right?
To get 23 over 3.
Wait, why is it 20? It's 21.
7 times 3 is 21, and then we add the numerator. Yeah? Yeah. All right, you try number 18. What's wrong?
It's negative.
That's okay, just keep the negative out front. We're doing this one.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure
Wouldn't it? Would you?
Yeah, just like that.
Is it? Okay.
Yep. Oh, good gravy, it's hot in here. Junior. All right, so our answer is negative. Kale, tell me how to do this. Then, so what's our answer? Negative 19 over 10.